Hello, and welcome to Star Wars Fans, where it's all Star Wars and nothing but Star Wars. I'm Mickey, and my husband Ed, and we've got a topic that I think is pretty timely. Do Star Wars fans expect way too much from these movies? I think we do. I think part of the problem we get so upset, well, The Last Jedi is a good example, is we really expect too much out of these movies. And I know, Ed, you've got a different idea on this, right?
Well, we don't expect too much, but there are certain things that we absolutely insist upon. And one thing is adherence to the internal logic of the Star Wars franchise, which most of us are very familiar with. Things like you don't arc your shots when it's turbo laser. And just, stuff like that. There's a certain way that things in the Star Wars universe work, and we expect them to work that way.
The Last Jedi was a good example of that, where they were dropping bombs, like bombs can drop in space. Yeah, okay. Again, gravity. Now, I know we got to have a suspension of disbelief, but please don't ask the fans to check our brains at the door, because that's just not going to happen. I think, though, the problem here is that we're all chasing that high that we got from watching the Star Wars A New Hope. And so everything after that is disappointment. I mean, it really is. Well, The Empire Strikes Back was fantastic. And the prequels, I like them. There were some problems with Phantom Menace, but overall I liked them. But I think, again, a lot of fans were disappointed. I honestly, I don't know if we even know what we want. I mean, out of the stories, like The Rise of Skywalker, I think we're just expecting too much. I'm going to The Rise of Skywalker with no expectations. I really am. Because Last Jedi was so disappointing, I'm not going to get all psyched up. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not going to get into the hype. I'm not going to believe the hype, as they say, because I don't think they really know what they're doing. They're making up these stories as they go along when they should have had a complete storyline. Mm-hmm. So I think that's disappointing. I mean, at least George Lucas had a story arc and had the episodes pretty much plotted out. And I hear that I don't know what they think they're doing, but
I would tend to agree with that one. They really are not certain where they're going to take this. I'm afraid that the company we won't name on camera, they failed to realize exactly how territorial Star Wars fans are about the Star Wars universe.
That's very true.
Like I said, we know deeply and almost instinctively how things work in the Star Wars universe, and I'm very much afraid that Disney did not realize exactly how rabid and territorial the Star Wars fans can be. I mean, George found that out the hard way, and he's the maker.
Yeah.
He's not the taker-overer.
Yeah.
And then we had The Last Jedi, which was an awful mess, an awful mess. And right now we're looking at that Disney has, in my opinion, one last chance to save the movie franchise in its current form. The Rise of Skywalker had better come through, and had better come through big, because Last Jedi snake bit the entire franchise.
You really think it's this is it? Like I said, I'm not even sure we really know what kind of what we want this story arc to go. For me, the closest thing that I've seen to like genuine, true Star Wars was Rogue One.
Oh, absolutely.
And again, because I mean, I know you really like Rogue One.
Oh, absolutely. Because for me, Rogue One is the perfect Star Wars movie.
Other than Star Wars.
Oh, other than Star Wars itself, of course. But it hit all the right buttons. There were a couple of things I was kind of about, but they were minor, and I quickly got over them. But it was, of the current crop of new Star Wars movies, it so far has been the best, hands down.
Yeah, I agree. Solo was pretty good, though. I like, and I think a lot of it, I thought it was very good, actually. I enjoyed it. I think, too, because we went in with no expectations. I mean, everybody had said it was some serious problems when they were filming it, and Ron Howard had to come in and film like 75% of the movie over, which, they basically made the film twice, and twice the price. But I really enjoyed it. So I think if we're not going in with these huge expectations, we might be a little more forgiving. Not with Last Jedi, don't get me wrong. Personally, I think we need to stop buying the hype. Part of the problem is the studios themselves, the way they sell these movies to us and get us all excited, and this is going to be so great. And then you go see the movie, and it's not.
Oh, absolutely. But that's the function of a trailer, is to get you hyped up. But once again, if the movie doesn't come through. Now, Solo, I like Solo very much. It's a good Star Wars movie. It's not perfect, but it's very good, and I enjoyed it. But once again, it had Last Jedi Venom running all through it, which is why it did not do well, because people's expectations were so deeply disappointed that like, I don't want to go see that movie.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of people I spoke with had said they had no desire to go see Solo, and fans, and just general public, people who like the movies, but they're not hardcore fans like we are. But they were like, no, I have no desire to go see it. But again, I hope I'm not getting my expectations up, because if I go to the movie and I don't like it or I'm disappointed, I might say, well, I had no expectations anyways, because I'm not going to be so deeply disappointed and even angry the way I was with The Last Jedi. Like I said, what Rian Johnson did to Luke Skywalker is unforgivable. JJ's back, and he's brought a new writer in with him who's an Oscar winner, so it should be good. Let's see. I mean, if you got an Oscar-winning writer, they're bringing back Palpatine. And I know you said that was the only reason you were going to go see it.
That's 80% of the reason I'm going to go see this movie was Palpatine's laugh at the end of the first trailer. It was like, oh God, now I have to see this.
That's the end of our segment, so subscribe if you like the video, put a thumbs up, and leave a comment, and let us know if you've got any topics you'd like us to look into, and we can do a video on it, or we can just talk about it. But anyways, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you.